Scott Bywater here, and I got a question from Ian Pratt. And Ian's asked, how do I start developing a marketing plan? And I think the biggest mistake people make with developing a marketing plan is not considering the single most important thing in any market, with the marketing in any business. And that single most important thing is the person who's buying from us. So we need to start there. And one of the things I would urge in a perfect world, if you're willing to play the long game, is go out and do some buyer personas. Get to understand your customers at a deep level. Every time I've done this, I've gotten huge insights. We can help you with that. You can also look up, Adele Ravella has a book about it, which can walk you through that as well. But take the time to actually do that market research and really understand your customer. Now from there, once you understand your customer's buying journey and all of that sort of thing, then what I like to break it up at is top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. So we look at how do we get people's attention? Where in the top of the funnel, where's our target market actually hanging out? Where are they spending their time? How do we get their attention? How do we get their interest? What sort of content's going to get their interest? So we want to look at that. Then we want to look at the middle of the funnel. Okay, so we might get their attention, we might get their email address, we might sort of get them onto a webinar. Well, what happens next? How do we actually take them and nurture that relationship, sort of, I guess, after the first date? How do we nurture that relationship into a marriage? And then the bottom of the funnel. So, this can be things like, having great customer reviews and stuff like that. How do we build enough trust to actually get things over the line? So what we want to do is start with the client, find out how they buy, what their decision criteria is, what the perceived barriers are, what that moment is when they go, hey, I've got to do something about this, which is your product or service. Find out all of those sort of things, and then build your top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel from there. Then what we want to do is break that down into priorities. So we want to break that down into priorities and say, okay, based on this, first thing we want to do is we want to change our website, and the next thing we want to do is we want to run some Google ads, and the third thing we want to do is this and that and so on. Now what we can do then is we can break that up. So we prioritize and we can break that up into quarterly objectives where we say, okay, in this quarter I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the Chief Marketing Officer's roles. Now, if you're a one-man band, that Chief Marketing Officer becomes your role. It's one of your roles. You'd also have roles for finance and other aspects of the business, but that becomes your objective for the quarter so that you're moving forward and you're reviewing those objectives on a weekly basis to make sure they're front of mind. And then you're obviously structuring and setting time in to actually make those things happen. So thanks for the question, Ian. Hope that's been really useful. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you coming in and checking out my video and watching it all the way through. Please take a moment, if you've liked what you've seen, to like, subscribe, and comment. I read every comment and appreciate you giving your attention to my videos. And thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.